So yes, hello, welcome back to another vlog here on the channel. As you can see, the weather is absolutely glorious today. Today I'm reviewing the electric scooter from a company called RCB. They were kind enough to send this thing out for me to try. I've been riding it around now for a couple of days and I have some thoughts. So yeah, today I'm reviewing an e-scooter. I'm reviewing the RCB electric scooter. Unique scooter this, in terms of its size. It's a lot smaller than ones I've ridden before, and it's also got this really unique kind of braking system. I'll show you. It's a pretty nippy little thing, but yeah, I'll talk more in a minute about the braking system. I find it weird. Yes, this is the second electric scooter I've ever reviewed. There's obviously laws surrounding these things, but I find them incredibly fun. And depending where you ride them, I think you're all right. Obviously safety is paramount, so I do suggest wearing a crash helmet like the one I've got on today. I'm actually going uphill now, so the first test of this scooter is going to be its hill climbing ability. I mean, I'm not light, I'm quite heavy, and it's pulling me up at 11 miles an hour. It is dipping slightly. The further we incline, the slower we're going, so yeah, it's dipping quite a lot at 7 miles an hour. Snail's pace now, but I am incredibly heavy. You can see it's really struggling now. So these things don't really perform overly well on the hills, and it's kind of just stopped. It has got a cruise control function as well, which is really cool. Yeah, ideal thumb placements for the throttle and the brake. Hold it like that. Whoa! Going down this flat now, it does 15.5 miles an hour out of the box. It's got 3 different speed modes, so 1, 2 and 3. Basically eco, normal and kind of like turbo mode if you like. The braking system is what I find most unique. It takes a lot of, well, it does take a lot of getting used to as well. It doesn't bring you to a complete stop either. It almost just like slows you down. It's got these solid honeycomb tyres, not air inflated, so the tyres are quite aggressive. You can kind of feel every bump. There is a front suspension on the scooter. It does a little bit of soaking up, but it's not the best. It's okay, it's okay. I wouldn't recommend going off-road on this thing. Maybe like gravel and trails. It's that brake, just, oh, it's really weird. But on smooth surfaces, it definitely does give a good ride. Nice and smooth. I'm always a bit wary about riding these things. Because of the old fuzz. They are technically illegal in this country. I thought I'd mention it. I don't know why. They are a great means of transport. Even with my weight, it does go up to 15 miles an hour on a flat, which is really good. I'm quite surprised. Yeah, but beautifully smooth on tarmac. It rides really well. So it doesn't cope with hills too well. Yeah, it's definitely not one for the hills. It will kind of pull you up small inclines, but big hills, I just don't think you've got a chance. But for a city commuter scooter, I think it's fine. It does get you around really well. Yeah, that braking system does take a bit of getting used to. I'll kind of show you now at the end of it. So it does stop, but it does take a while to stop. So you need to allow yourself plenty of time for stopping like that. It doesn't completely grind you to a halt, but then you wouldn't want that, would you? Because you'll go flying over the handlebars. So you don't want it to aggressively stop you. We are flying down this hill now. These things do scare the out of me. It does give a smooth ride actually. The throttle works well. It's foldable, it's very lightweight, and it's inconspicuous. It's, like I said, it's one of the smallest scooters I've actually ridden. There's not a lot that looks illegal about it. I reckon if you had got seen on this, you'll be all right. I really like the display on these. It's quite vibrant, it's big. Normally you get them on the neck of the scooter, so this one's quite unique in the design. And I like that, it's easy to read. You've got 4 levels of battery bar there. It probably takes 3 to 4 hours to fully charge it. I'm not sure kind of the mileage on them. They claim probably 10 to 15, but you're probably likely to get 7 or 8. But no, the design of the scooters really, really nice. They are perfect for transportation, for like short work commutes. I think scooters are really, really good. I know there's all this legal jargon around them. I don't agree with any of it, to be honest. I think in the right hands, they're perfectly safe. Yeah, like anything in the wrong hands, they're dangerous. And you could say that about anything at all. Anything can become dangerous in the wrong hands. But I've spoke about this before many a times about the e-bike laws and the scooter laws. I think they're all silly. But obviously this is where it shines downhill. It does fly. 15.6 miles an hour. You do feel every bump though because of those tyres. They are puncture resistant though, so there is a positive to these tyres. They are puncture resistant. They're just not the smoothest to ride on, and you can really feel that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it for the price. It's really, really good. It's powerful, it's quick, it's light, it's foldable. I've just got a reflection of myself in the car window. I've got to say, I don't look cool on these things. I don't I don't look cool on these scooters. They don't suit me at all. God, I'm blowing here. I'm not I'm not as fit as I once was. My brain is rattling around inside my head on this surface. You can feel that though. Oh God. Oh God, the vibrations. Downhill it's fine, it absolutely glides. And the thing with this brake is that you can hold it right down and it doesn't actually bring you to a complete halt. It just slows you enough that you can kind of step off of it. Yeah, I don't know a great deal about these e-scooters. I've only ever really ridden a couple. So this comes in at about £200, slightly over, so it is kind of a budget e-scooter, if you will. It's very nice. It's got some really, really cool little features that I do like. One of them is just the size. I think it's a lot smaller than previous models I've ridden or reviewed. It's a lot more inconspicuous. It's a lot more stealth-like. I don't think this screams pull me over and take my scooter away. I think it's a nice looking e-scooter, and I think you probably could mistake it just for a normal push along a scooter. I don't think there's anything that really stands out until you get up close that says this is an e-scooter. Confiscate it. Yeah, let's start off with the tyres. Now they're not the most forgiving. They are solid tyres. They're not air-filled. Now that does come with some advantages, of course, in terms of like they are puncture proof. You won't get a puncture on these things, but the drawbacks are it does make for a more bumpy ride. You can kind of feel every single bump and vibration ricochet through your body. It has got a front suspension that does eliminate a little bit of that. It does a decent enough job. So that's one thing about the tyres. They're good because you can't get a puncture, but they're bad because you do feel the vibrations really, really bad. Obviously it's easily foldable as well, and it's very, very light. I will show you that in a minute. It does come with a front and back light as well, which is really, really good. It's a really nice like black and like aqua blue colour, really, really nice. Yeah, one of the things, it's just really, really light. So if you are travelling with it or you live up a block of flats, it's so light you can carry it, no problem at all. It's definitely the lightest scooter that I've ever ridden. This is the back wheel. As you can see, there's absolutely no kind of mechanical brake. It's all done in the motor. Not seen one like that before, so that's pretty cool. And you've got all this really nice branding and the front suspension there. I like the colours, the two-tone colours, really nice. The black and the aqua works really well. It's got this really nice little, this folding system. You just put your foot on there and it folds up very, very easy. Yeah, so this scooter has a 6.6 amp hour battery, 3 speeds, like I said before. I think you've got eco, normal, and kind of like full-on turbo mode. It has a 20 kilometers max range apparently. You've got your 8-inch front tires and shock absorber. Right, we are just going to go into the app now and have a little play. I've not actually been in the app before, so this should be interesting. So this is an in-depth look. Good timing. This is an in-depth look at the cockpit. So this is the actual brake here. Like I said, it's like an electronic braking system here. And this is the throttle. You've got a nice big front LCD screen there, very clear to read. It's literally just a one button operation, so you change everything via this button. It's your power on and off, you hold it in, you can change your modes and the lights, and everything's pretty much done via that one button. And you've got this front light, this LCD strip, works really, really well in dark conditions. I tested it in the kitchen. Oh God, those 8-inch tyres, they do roll over quite well, quite nicely. Flat surfaces, it's fine, it's a dream to ride. No issue at all along a flat or a smooth surface. It's actually quite fine and quite comfortable. I do find these scooters are fun. They are quite convenient in terms of transport, but they are just a lot of fun. Look, one-handed. Oh God. I've chose the bumpiest surface. I can't do it now. I can't do it. Oh, why is it not going down? Push it down. Why is it not folding up? Okay, so I couldn't get it folded up. I have done it before though. I think it's the pressure of filming. Yeah, normally it folds up pretty easily. You just have to press that little lever down and it folds up. So I'm not sure why I couldn't do it then, but it does fold up, I promise. So yeah, so that is the RCB electric scooter. You have to take in consideration price versus performance. And for the price, it is marketed as a budget scooter, an affordable scooter. And I think for the price, it's a really, really good piece of kit. It's inexpensive. I think for a first electric scooter, or if you're looking for something that's not, it's not going to stand out to the police and to authorities to say I'm riding an illegal motorised vehicle. I think it's great. It's very, very small. It does look pretty much like a normal scooter. I think you could easily get away with hooning around on this. It doesn't tackle hills particularly well, but it does do small inclines. It's got a top speed of 15.5 miles an hour, which is just fine, absolutely fine. It carries my weight really, really well, which is a bonus. And overall, it's just a nice, affordable electric scooter. I've had a really good time on it, just hooning around. Yeah, it's so light, you can just pick it up and chuck it in the boot of the car. If you do live in a block of flats or a high-rise building, it's easily to get up the stairs. It's very light, very, very light. So overall, I've had a really good time just riding it around for a couple of days. It's great. Obviously, with anything, there's going to be pros and cons. And even though I got sent the scooter for free, full transparency, there was a couple of things I don't particularly like, and that is the tyres. It has those real solid tyres. There is benefits to them, of course, with the puncture resistant side of things, but you do feel every single bump and grind on the road. The braking system, it's quite unique. It does take a lot of getting used to. Am I a fan? I'm not the biggest fan of it, I've got to be honest. I do like traditional pull lever brakes, a disc brake, but it's unique and it does the trick. It does what it says on the tin. It does stop you, so it does what it's meant to do, but I do prefer the traditional pull cable brakes. But a massive thank you for sending it out. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Like I said, I'm no expert on electronic scooters, So take it all with a pinch of salt. It's just my kind of experience on it. Subscribe to the channel for more review videos, and I will see you in the next one. Happy riding. I've done it. I've done it. Folded. Told you it folded, didn't I? Ooh.